Hey guys, Waller D here. We're back for more Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, and I have to do post-commentary for the last part because A, I fucking really messed up on the, hey, maybe you should turn on the record mic. No, didn't really do that. Damn it. But yeah, nevertheless, now that we got the outfit and management out of the way, we now have the support conversations. The lovely support conversations. Looks like Ike doesn't have really any big changes. Boy can talk to Mist. I haven't really gone upon that option yet. Rolf can talk to Marcia again. Sweet. These are always fun. What's up, Marcia? Bothering Rolf again? Incredible, you hit the target 26 times in a row. Whoa. Rolf, you were a serious lad today. Well, my goal was 30. What the? Okay. You ambitious little kid there. That's a lofty goal, and you came close. Oh boy. So yeah, basically Marcia seems to be really cheering up, trying to cheer up Rolf for that not-so-big failure. I mean, that's at least 90%, right? Or Rolf's like, I can't afford to miss anything. The man who taught me how to fire a bow told me that once. Oh boy. Can't be happy with just 26. Uh-oh, and of course Marcia's like, yeah, you're so cute acting like that. God. Aren't you strict with yourself? That is a good question, Rolf. That is a very good question. She's kind of like, let's try to make up a law. Yes, I'm stricter than a poached egg on toast. A poached egg on toast? I don't understand that metaphor, but nevertheless, apparently Marcia is strict. Last time I checked, you were so strict with your accuracy that you missed about 50% of the time. But we won't go too much into depth because you're getting better. And of course she goes into detail of why she's so strict, quote-unquote. But apparently your first officer had some influence, and Marcia's like, but you're still a child. I'm not a child. Those days ended the instant I took my first life. Oh boy. So Rolf is still going on his man phase. I suppose you're right. You have to... Yeah, you do, Marcia, and you need to start growing up too, like not sucking. But you're doing a good job. Thank you, Debenture. Thumbs up. Think I can probably sell this on the black market and make tons of money later on in life. But for now, do you worry about me because I'm young? Oh boy. And of course Marcia's like, well, you're a kid, of course. Well, stop it. I can take care of myself. I've grown strong. Yes, you kind of have, Rolf. And Marcia's like, sorry. Okay, so that's the end of that conversation. Oh, really? Leith? Oh boy, this is going to be a wonderful conversation of possible failures. Hey, it's Jill. Hey, it's Leith. What's wrong with this picture? Can I help you? And of course, looks like Jill has the shivers. Maybe you should get some fresh air real fast. Maybe it will warm you up. So apparently Jill is trying to interrogate Leith, and this doesn't seem like this is going to end well, because for one thing, these two are pretty much the poles of opposite fondness. Like, for one thing, Jill has to correct herself and use the word lagoos instead of but Jill does pose a good question. Why do the lagoos not use weapons? Well, Jill, to answer your question, do they really need to? And of course Lilith puts it in the kind answer. We lagoos we're born ready to fight, so basically they don't really need weapons. But of course she goes on to her lagoos promotion speech and say, you power Bjork just have to use those weapons to beat us. So, oh boy, I see. And of course Leith is like, are you done? No. So Jill asks another question. Why do you detest us so much? That's a good question, but I would hear your answer first. Why did the Bjorks hate the lagoos? Uh-oh. Jill's gonna be And then Jill regurgitates the DM handbook. The lagoos are our enemy. Why? Enemy? If that's the case, we hate you too. As we hate all our enemies. We're done here. She's like, bye. What? So yes, looks like Jill and Leith had a thrilling conversation of God, I hate you, and God, I hate you, and what the hell just happened? And now we go to the more important info conversations, where we might get to learn a bit more about our two new allies, Tormod and Morum. Ahem. Morum, little one. How was it? Were you treated like crap? Did they attempt to slap you upside the face? And of course Tormod's like, no, nothing happened. I think these guys are kind of nice, actually. I mean, last time I checked, the Apostle's kind of like me, you know? She's even shorter. What? She's shorter than Tormod? Yeah, I guess she is. That's scary, because Tormod's like one of the shortest characters in the game, and that continues in the second game, which is even scarier. And of course, like, Morum is like, little one, you should shut up and watch your tongue. What? Why? And Ike's like, Morum, nobody out here is with the enemy. I mean, with the Apostle here. Everybody's on our side. That is good. Morum. And of course, Ike refreshes Tormod's memory. You know, Tormod, if you talk trash to the Apostle is going to do this thing called kill you or threaten to. Or at least one of her men or senators will do such that. What? And Morum's like, yeah, it's true, kid. You might want to be careful. Or else. And he's begging, too. So, Morum, please listen to the cat that's begging. That usually never ever happens unless it's for food. But nevertheless, Tormod's like, okay, I understand, don't worry. And of course, Ike's like, huh, you know, you seem to know a lot, Morum. What's up? And he's like, bah, don't want to talk about it. That's cause I don't know much about any of this stuff, that's all. Uh-oh, it's no matter, little one. Ike, the reason why I'm familiar with the customs of the Benyon nobles is I myself was once a slave. Oh, crap. Now we're digging on the wrong side of the door. Ike, this was probably not a good topic to bring up. What? And Tormod's like, what? You didn't tell me this. And then Morum goes on into a spiel of how he was a family that served as slaves. 2 senators, of course, and that he was never to question his status as a slave, and that he was tortured by grueling physical labor and basically making it tough as just living a day through being a slave, and then that to ensure that he was going to be liked, he was drilled on proper etiquette of polite society. Wow. This is not a good story to talk about. We were slaves. We did what we could to live as long as we could. The important thing was not to piss off our masters. If we did, we were fucked. If we were lucky, we were just beaten. If we were not, yeah. And Tormod's like, shut up, that's enough, jeez. Stop. And then Morum's like, sorry, Ike, I didn't mean to go in my fricking reliving the past spiel. If a former slave like myself is present, all of you would be judged, scorned, and looked down upon. Okay, I came here. Oh god, what the hell, Morum? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say, Ike, can you take care of my kid? Why would you say such a thing? Uh-oh. You were born Lagu's slave. You're not allowed to be free. That's not right. That's why we promised each other that we'd change all that. We made a promise. Uh-oh. Lagus like Bjork would build homes and plant fields. Families would live together in peace and freedom. Sounds like Ike land. Fuck yes. That's the world we dreamed of. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And Morum's like, yeah, no, that's a dream still, you know? We don't need help from you. What? Uh-oh, and Tormod's getting the crying face on. He's sniffing. Morum, you douchebag. Way to fucking go. And it's like, Ike's like, does it really warrant that much concern? Huh? Since I first arrived here in Benyon, something that's been bothering me. Uh-oh. If you're born into a noble house, you're noble. If your parents are slaves, you're a slave. You think a person's worth is decided at the moment of their birth? Uh-oh. I can't understand a country where that passes for normal. I just can't. Uh-oh. And Mom's like, what? That doesn't sound like you. It sounds like somebody working with a princess. And of course Mom's like, you do know this is the obvious, right? Princesses are princesses. Just like Princess Peach. Look at how she gets kidnapped every day of the week. I mean, that she's born in royal families. Are you gonna deny that? No. And of course, Alencia, she is a princess. But Ike's like, no, I didn't treat her any differently, even though if I knew that she was. And of course, Ike's, we did call her princess all this damn time, but I just thought it was something. And of course, Mom's like, whoa, Ike, I think I have to be envious of what you've been through. You had a frickin' good life. And of course, Ike's like, yeah, I just don't understand how you guys are feeling exactly. I mean, I talk with Leah, and she's like, all pissing off on me, and then Mordecai's like, yeah, let's be friends, Ike. And then you're just having these own problems. So basically, Ike's just trying to understand everything more and more with each passing conversation in this game, which is awesome. I mean, it just shows that Ike is a fairly dynamic character, while at the same time maintaining his own sense of personality, where he's not going to be a douchebag or have a sudden change of character like, oh, well, I'm just going to be a mean guy and be like Ashnard. Yeah, end of game. No. So Ike's like, you're you, and I'm free to think of it that way if I want, right? Dot 3. Mom, there's nothing anyone can do about your past, about the burdens you carry. And I know I don't know everything that's going on, but you shouldn't be trying to push Tormai away. He's kind of your best friend, so he wants to help you out, so why don't you just let him do what he wants to do? I see now. I think I'll go see if I can scrounge up some Tormod and bring him back here. And of course Ike's like, well, I could try to help you out in that regard. And Norm's like, no, I'm a master of espionage. I know how to get by people without it getting caught. And Ike's like, fuck yeah. Ike, I mean, see ya. May our friendship be awesome and cool. And it's like, yeah, I share your sentiment. God, I cannot read. But yes, Ike says, you're welcome to be in our party and hopefully not get benched by the end of this. So Ike and Marv share a nice friendly chatter, and now we get to speak with one with 3 stars. And there's a good reason why it's 3 stars. Let's speak to Stefan. What's up? What the fuck? How long you been here with my troop? Well, I joined after the desert, you know. My name's Stefan. I apologize for not introducing myself earlier. Oh gosh, why are you here? Yeah, you're part because you're curious. Wow, so does that mean Stefan's a cat? What the fuck? So yeah, basically Stefan has decided just to join because he was curious about all this group. Okay, he's like, what? And of course Ike's like confused. In the desert, I watched a dance of your sword. You have a unique style, but it's incomplete, filled with hesitation. You have recently lost your teacher, no? Okay, Stefan, are you reading a fucking book on Ike or something? It's like, luckily, your foundation is quite strong, which is why I can be of service. Your technique, how powerful will it be now when perfected? I would like to know. Who are you? And of course, Ike is like, what the fuck are you talking about? You can learn to dance and blaze for me without knowing my history, can you not? What say you? Let your heart decide. And of course, Ike's like, study or don't study? This guy's like awesome. This guy's complete gibberish. Let's obviously study. Understand. If you can help me perfect my technique, I will gladly accept an invitation from you, aka this awesome thing called Nino. Then prepare yourself. Come, Attack at me with all your strength. You got an Oculus Scroll, fuck yes. So that's the reason why you really want to get Stefan in your group, because he gives you that shit. And that shit is gonna help you out in kicking more guys' ass with no problem. But that's the end of the support and info conversations, and I think we should prepare for this next chapter. Because this next chapter is gonna be an interesting test of how can you handle yourself under pressure. So thanks for watching, have a great day, and adios.